well, you guys are gonna see me in the same outfit for the next 2 videos. What am I, oh, as you guys can see by the title, I'm doing my March reading wrap up, and in March I read 4 books, just like I did in February, but hopefully I'll read more this month. I'm off to a good start, so, well, yeah, we'll see. But the first book I read was Dom and Becca by Willow Winters. It's a mafia spicy romance. Pretty good. I don't know what I gave it. Hold on, let me see if my reading journal is over here. I don't know. I don't know what my reading journal is right now. Oh, it's right here. Okay. Let's go. My reading journal's right here. Oh, I didn't put the rating in my reading journal for this one because I got my reading journal when I read my 3rd book this month. So, yeah. Let's just ignore that I said that it was in there. But I think I gave this 5 stars, 4 stars. I don't know. I'll put it on the screen somewhere over here what I rated it. But this was the first book I read. Overall, I liked it. It was pretty good. I didn't like that the girl main character had to get hurt and that the man got to tell her what to do and how to do it and when to do it. And I don't like that someone in his family set him up to die. Good thing he didn't. It's a little bit of a spoiler, sorry. But yeah, it was just crazy. And then the second book I actually read was On the Come Up by Angie Thomas. I don't have that copy because it's I don't have that copy because it was a library book. I think I'm gonna put it on my wish list though because I want it. I want the physical copy of it. So, but yeah, I already read it, and I gave it 5 stars. And I literally don't know. This book was not on my TBR. I found this by browsing the library because they didn't have the book I needed for the book of the month for my book read in January, and they didn't have it, so I got it. So I just picked up that one because I read the back and it was pretty good. So I gave it 5 stars. It was a hardback. Ew. Not a fan of hardcovers. Really not a fan of hardcovers. I can't stand them, but sometimes some books are only released in that until like a while later when the paperbacks are released. So yeah. But at least it's not my copy, so I wasn't really worried about it. Then the next book I read was Night Road by Kristen Hanna, and you guys know this was a 5-star read for me. This was one of my favorite books that I've ever read. It was a psychological / domestic fiction book. Came out in 2011. I started it on March 13th and I finished it on March 16th. This was our book read of the month, and everybody that read it loved it. My overall impression I wrote was, this is the best book I've ever read. I felt like I was a part of this book. There's nothing I would change. I'm glad they got their happy ending, which I am. Lexi was my favorite character. I loved her and Mia's friendship, and I loved her relationship with, why did I just forget his name? Oh my gosh, why did I just forget his name? Zach. That's what his name was, Zach. Okay, I loved her and Zach's relationship, and I'm just overall glad at how the situation went. I hated the mom in the beginning of the book. Hated is a strong word, but I hated the mom in the beginning of the book. I hated her in the middle, and I did not like her until the very end of the book when she finally got some common sense. Like, grief is hard. It's a hard topic. That book was hard to read a little bit. Grief is hard. Grief is different for everybody, but she really took out her grief on the wrong people and blamed somebody for something that they really had no control over. It would have been worse if the other situation would have took place. So yeah. And then the last book I read, which this is not the copy I read, this is the copy that someone I bought, but this is not the copy I read. I read the hardcover version from my job. From the library. So this copy has never been touched. It's brand new. It has that brand new book smell. It's wonderful. But for this one, the author is Victoria Aveyard. This is a YA fantasy fiction. It was published in 2015. Started March 16th, and I don't remember what day I finished it, but I think it was like 2 or 3 days later. And I gave it an overall 5 out of 5 stars, and I read it in hardback, which was gross, but it's fine. And now I am reading. I thought I was gonna finish Crave. I started on the 23rd, but I did not finish it. But also, this week's been super busy, so I really haven't had time. But it's fine. I'm gonna finish it this month, and I'm gonna finish some more books. So yeah, I will let you guys know my progress in the upcoming videos. I'm also you guys are gonna see me a couple of times this week because I also have my weekend vlog that I'm in the middle of filming right now. You guys are gonna see that too. So hope you guys enjoyed. Subscribe to see my next video, and yeah.